Hi guys, here we are for another top 10. This one is gonna be about the year 2002. A very good year. Before that, please take a second to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it. But okay, let's get started. You've seen it already. Dio, Killing the Dragon, 10th position. Great cover for this album. Look how majestic and epic this is. And Killing the Dragon, yes, yeah, Killing the Dragon. And yeah, great title track. Other good songs like Push. Very good album. I'm not a big fan of Manowar, but I really like this album, and when it came out I listened to it a lot. Maybe I was attracted by, there is the Nessun Dorma cover, the I'm a mister accusing me, with the American accent. Tramontate stelle is very well sang by Eric Adams, and there was a very good single, even if the video wasn't that great, Warriors of the World, and a great ballad, Sword in the Wind. There were like 5-6 songs that I really liked about this album, so I really enjoyed Warriors of the World United. Great debut album for Audioslave, which is, Chris Cornell with Rage Against the Machine. This is the first album. Great songs. I never enjoyed the album in its entirety because it's got weak songs here and there, or not amazing songs, but the singles are really good, even if the cover for me is like one of the worst covers ever. This is my opinion. What's the message? I never understood the cover, but yeah, Chris Cornell and Rage Against the Machine were great in this debut album with lots of good singles. Okay, this is a strange position. This is 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, Dream Theater. So this album, it comes after my favorite all time, which is Scenes from a Memory, and it's divided in 2 parts, disc 1 and disc 2. Disc 2 is a sort of suite divided in many parts. So long story short, I hate the first CD. I think it's too long, 5 songs too stretched, and I love the second one. So I always put on the second one. I don't enjoy the first one, so that's why it's in. It would have been in first position probably, no, maybe not first, but if it was only the second CD. But I don't like the first one. I think it's clear, right? Sort of the same is Rayodact by Pearl Jam. This is the very strange Pearl Jam album. It's more rock oriented than grunge and vibrant, but nothing wrong about it. There are some songs that I love and there are some songs that I hate, and here again it's a good contrast, because I mainly love the first part of the album, Save You, Love Boat Captain, Can't Keep, and I really don't like the second part with more experimental stuff. This is Redact Pearl Jam. These first 5 positions, you can mix them as you want. They are all great albums. I have nothing to say about them. So sorry, Queens of the Stone Age, Song for the Deaf. This is a great album. I'm not a fan of the Queens of the Stone Age, but this album is killer. Dave Grohl on drums, Mark Lanegan. Great sound, great ideas, innovative. It's great. 4th position for a band that is a side project more than a band that I love a lot, and I used to love. So this is Down, the second album by Down, the super project, the super group by Phil Anselmo, Pantera, Pepper Keenan, Corrosion of Conformity, and blah blah blah. So this is the second album, A Bustle in Your Hedgerow. This is a quote from Stairway to Heaven, of course, and this is another great album. It's not as good as the debut, which is one of my favorite albums ever, but this is a great album with a great sound. Maybe a little too long, but I really love the first part of the album. This is almost a masterpiece. Down to A Bustle in Your Hedgerow. Probably my favorite Rage album. This is Unity. So Rage with Mike Torana, Victor Smolsky, and of course P.V. Wagner. This is a great album, and this is the first one that I bought from Rage, and love at first sight, well, maybe not sight, not the cover, but at first listen, I was convinced by the first single, Down. Great song. This one has a great sound, great musicians, great. They're all great songs, and I listen to it a lot in my life. Maybe a little too much, but I love this album. And again, this is my favorite Rage. Unity, if you don't know it, have a listen. Maybe I love too much the second chapter of Avantasia. This is the metal opera part 2. But when you have the Seven Angels, Final Sacrifice, Chalice of Agony, In Quest for, I love these songs. It's not as good as the first chapter, but there are 5 songs that I love. And when you have the Seven Angels, a long epic track. Only with that song you can buy this album. So this is my second favorite, Avantasia. This combination of the first 2 albums is great. To be a summit. One of my favorite prog albums of all time. This is Pain of Salvation, Remedy Lane, and my favorite by far, Pain of Salvation. This album is a masterpiece. This is a concept album amazingly written by Daniel Gildenlow. Sorry, I never know how to pronounce exactly the name of this fantastic composer. And as every concept album that I love, it's great start to finish. When I listen to a concept album, I don't want to skip to singular tracks. This one, of course, has got this best moments. You have songs like Ending Theme, Changeling, Undertow, but yeah, you can pick up single songs that you love the most. But what I love about concept album is when they are enjoyable and amazing from start to finish, and this is the case. So if you don't know this one, guys, this is a must-have. You know what? You can go, don't listen to it, go and buy it if you are into prog rock, prog metal. Of course, you have to buy it immediately. So this is my recommendation. This is a masterpiece. This is Pain of Salvation, Remedy Lane. So guys, this was my top 10 of a great year. 2002 was a great year. So you let me know what you think about this chart. You let me know which one is your favorite. Let's talk about music as always, and that's it. Rock on, guys.